Hi, everyone. How's it going? Guys, great news, right? Kaylee Jones is safe.
Yay. I'm so excited. Jingle. Is
Sorry,
Jingle
I
still in Best Spot?
totally had a meltdown in the background, so I'm going to mom for a second. But I'm so excited, guys. We're finally able to tell you guys this news that Kaylee Jones has been located safe. I've known for a couple days, so has PJ.
Yep.
I guess it was probably Friday we found out,
Yep.
maybe. But it's been kind of, we've been waiting for the go ahead from investigators to let everybody know that she was found. Can't talk about any of the details, right? Can't tell you guys where she was found. I can't tell you what was going on behind the scenes. We can't talk about the condition or anything. What we can talk about is the fact that she is found safe, and that's all that matters. She's actually in a car right now on her way home with her family. And so,
Yep.
um, it's absolutely amazing news.
It's just so priceless.
I know. And after it's been almost 5 months, and so
Right?
it's been so long, and this is one of those cases, where with the circumstances surrounding her disappearance, all being so concerning, everything being so scary. Whenever it was first coming out, it sounded so much like Alicia Navarro, and of course, she still hasn't been located, Alicia Navarro. And so I
Yep.
was really concerned that this would be a similar type of situation. And thank God that she was found and she is safe and she is on her way home after nearly 5 months.
Most definitely. You don't see cases like this with internet luring. And what is this, number 3? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And we really thought, I was beginning to think it was going to end badly. We needed a win.
Yes.
We needed this win to help fuel us for the future cases. We were starting to get down. Um, all of them we were finding was deceased, and then boom, I get the phone call at 1 a.m. Brenda crying, Danny crying. They found her. And I was just ecstatic. We just all sat there and just cried, speechless
Yeah.
together. Wonderful moment. Wonderful moment.
I started crying when you called me.
I know you did. Um,
I
I,
think go ahead.
I think everybody that we've told has cried. So
Yeah, may we all heal together. Exactly, Brianna. I do know that there is going to be like some stuff in place, Amber K, so that they are able to, work together as a family with this. I just want people to keep in mind, though, in situations like this, whenever a teen is like lured out of their home, or not speaking directly about Kaylee, but in general, it's not always because the home life is bad or whatever. It's because what the person on the internet is selling to them, this dream that they're selling them, oftentimes is so tempting, right? Grass is always greener on the
always
other side
greener
until
on the
you
side.
get there.
Exactly. And usually it's not.
I mean, you got to think like the art of manipulation. You got sextortion out there. You got so much things going on.
Yep. And I mean, we don't know what's happened with her. We don't, all we can do at this point is pray for her and pray for Danny and Brenda and pray that they get the help that they need to take care of this situation and pray that it never happens again and give them space. If I have anything to say to individuals out here, in our local town, give them space. Let them heal from this. It's going to take a while before they want company or before they want to make a public appearance. They need time.
Right. Yeah, it's a healing process, right? Not only is Kaylee going to be healing from everything that has happened over the past 5 months, But she's also but Brenda and Danny too. You know, they've been in this situation of stress and concern and worry and everything else for the last 5 months as well. And so this is
Right.
going to take them some time to just come back together as a family and get out of this situation where they're all in high tenses. Hold on. Where they're all like in this high emotional state to come back down to go back into normal life.
Exactly. And right now, Kaylee, of course, she don't want to see anybody or talk to anybody. She just needs time. She needs time to process what's happened and what she's been through, because none of us, even if we were told right now, or even if we could share part of it, it would still put more questions in everybody's mind. Like, we'll never have enough answers, and she'll never be able to tell us everything that happened to her. And there'll probably be parts of it that she'll always keep a secret. I hope not. I hope she's able to get help. But if there's abuse involved, there's always parts of that we just kind of keep to ourselves and we don't share with other people.
Right.
And,
That's not really a public matter. That's, yeah.
so um, it's going to be a really touchy subject, I'm sure. And, and until the investigation is over, of course, we just won't be allowed to say anything.
Yeah, because they're all going to need counseling between the parents and Kaylee to whatever Kaylee may need.
Yeah, I think at this point, Burden is right. You know, the attacks on the family need to stop. We don't know the circumstances behind everything with her being found, right? I know what I have been told over the last couple days, none of which I can share with any of you. I know what very, very minute details. But what is very clear is she's not buried in her backyard. You know, she's not, her parents didn't do something to her to dispose of her. You know, she hasn't been, um, hidden on their property or
Look,
any of the things, right?
and the one thing I do know she said for sure is, like, why would anybody ever think that my dad killed me? Why would they think my dad would do that?
Yeah. And so like I just she is home, she is on her way home and she is safe and I'm just so excited about that and I'm so sorry if you guys can hear the little ones in the background.
Oh,
Um but
they're
I do want to
fine.
read this article. Fox 5 put out a news article, so we'll read through this. And this is a picture of Kaylee. You know, I'm not sure if this is from today or from whenever they picked her up. I'm not entirely sure,
I
but
want to
I
almost
don't
say that's an
recall
old
seeing
picture.
this one.
I
Is
don't
it?
know. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think it's an old picture because I've seen a recent picture in the last
Mhm.
couple of days, and she's slimmer than that.
Mhm. She's lost weight.
Yeah, she has lost weight.
Okay. Gotcha. So this one says a Carroll County teen who has been missing for nearly 5 months has been reunited with her family. The sheriff's office said Monday Haley Jones, born Jillian Page Temple, was last seen on June 14th in the area of Whooping Creek Church Road in New Carrollton, when her parents said she snuck out of her second-story window without her computer or phone. Those devices were confiscated after her parents found out that she had been in communication with strangers online. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation, FBI, the Secret Service, and the U.S. Marshal and local law enforcement all joined in on the search for the missing 17-year-old who has special needs and has gone months without her prescription medicine, according to her parents. Actually, that's a good point, too, guys. She's also going to have to readjust to being, she's going to have to go to the doctor and get readjusted for all of her medication, which they were actually in the process of, anyways. But certainly that's going to be a process in itself too.
Exactly.
This continues to be a very active and fluid investigation, and no further details will be released at this time due to the sensitive nature of the case, the sheriff's office wrote on its Facebook page. However, let us focus and be grateful and thankful that this young lady is safe. Um, and then of course, we get this nice little shout out as internet sleuths. I hate this. This is happening in so many cases, guys. All of this negative press about all of us internet people. It's embarrassing. We got the negative press surrounding the Delphi case, where of course, that people were doxing the judge and his family and sending threatening things. We got the negative publicity around Quentin Simon's case, where we have this embarrassment of everything that happened down there with the hecklers and everything. And then of course, Kylie Rodney, the speculation and the craziness that surrounded and harassed that family. And Kaylee Jones was no different. One of the cases the internet sleuths decided that they were going to solve, and they harassed her family, they harassed her friends, all of the things. And it turns out everyone was wrong. If this case teaches us anything, if all of this stuff that's been happening lately teaches us anything, this is why law enforcement doesn't trust us with more information. This is why people like Web Sleuths and the amazing communities of people with the abilities to search, with the abilities to dig into these cases and really pull out information that police might not necessarily ever get. This is why we can't be trusted with stuff like that, because we keep getting these stains on our communities and our abilities, really. Because there are some very talented people in our communities, but you only get as much freedom as the biggest idiot in your village. And unfortunately, we have a ton of village idiots lately. So, but regardless, I'm so happy and thankful that she is home. Well, on her way home.
Yes, we are
God,
too.
Jules.
And you're right. You're right. It's crazy with all the bad publicity y'all get. And that's exactly the reason, that we can't share more information. And a lot of the information that was put online that was false, that can hurt a family. That can cause them to get hurt. People to come after them. Look at Danny and Brenda, they were getting threats and all kind of stuff, because people really thought they did something to their child. And it could end up getting someone killed one day, because someone's trying to be judge and jury.
Yeah, it's pretty sad that it's getting to that point.
Yes, it is. I'm glad they kind of laid off of Brenda and Danny, though, but that didn't really happen until I came in, and then I started getting to eat. So, but hopefully all of that'll die out now. They'll see that she's alive, and her parents did not do anything to her, and she was ready to come home.
Yeah.
She was ready to come home. And that's what she told him in a phone call yesterday. I'm ready to come home. She wanted her parents.
Mm-hmm.
And so if they did something to her, she definitely wouldn't want to come back to them.
Does Hunter know? Does her other siblings know? Like the adoptive siblings as well? Is everybody aware?
Everyone knows. Yes, all of her siblings and her grandparents and all of that, aunts and uncles, they all know. And they're all so grateful. Awesome. And Brenda said she's going to try to get me a picture. She just messaged me back. Because I was like, try to get me one, or can I share the one I already have? But I don't want to share the one I already have until she tells me it's okay.
Right. No, I don't blame you one bit.
Because it's the one we got the other night too, when we were like, oh, are you sure that it's her? Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh no, it's no doubt. She hasn't changed her appearance, which is good. Her hair's still the same. Her looks are still the same. She didn't color her hair. It didn't appear that she cut it. She had it pulled back in a ponytail. So we couldn't tell that she cut it or anything. So that's good.
They said the shit wasn't normal. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So she didn't color it or anything, you said?
No. She looks exactly. Brenda sent me a picture that she took of Kaylee 2 days prior to her leaving.
Oh.
And she's buckled into a car seat. And then the second picture I have is a picture of her from the night they found her, and she's buckled into a car, and she looks identical other than weight loss.
Mhm.
I mean,
I just wanted to show too, like, all of the celebrations. There's so much celebrating going on Facebook right now. Everybody
my phone is
just
still
so
blowing
elated.
up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, because people are probably like, "Do you know? Do you know?"
Right. I seen she's found. Oh my God, God is great. God is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. And I'm online now trying to report it. Oh. But our cheeks hurt. We smiled and laughed so much this weekend that our cheeks hurt.
Yep. 169 comments and 648 shares already on the Carroll County Sheriff's Office, and it's only
Wow.
been 38 minutes.
And how many comments?
168 and 648 shares.
Wow.
And so it's only been 38 minutes. Like, everybody is just so elated and so excited that she is on her way home safe.
Definitely a lot.
Yeah. I wish that we could tell you guys more. I know someday we will come to a point where we'll be able to share more information. Hopefully soon. But at the same time, I can also understand, like, if certain parts will want to be kept private, to protect her, and what she's going to have to grow up someday, right? And whether or not she's going to want to be able to see the details of what happened to her, 25 years down the road on a YouTube channel. Like, that'll be up to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Her mental health and everything.
Right. So I know. So excited, right? Unique Trauma Obsessed. Jesse, there's not very much that we're allowed to share. We're not very much that police are releasing at this time.
She's like, she don't want to share a picture right now, Kaylee said, because she doesn't look good and she just got out of jail.
Well, yeah, you just said she just got out of jail.
Just take that like doo-doo
because of
sitting on people, like all of a sudden you think you doo-doo.
Yeah, because they picked her up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she's had a rough couple of days of investigations and stuff like that. I'm sure she's like just pooped out probably of pictures and everything.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm
sure.
But Brenda's trying. She's trying. We may have to wait till she gets home and gets a shower.
Yeah, that's fine.
I get into some of her own clothes, where she feels good again.
You're talking, not me.
Brianna says she keeps crying.
I know. It's
She's
just awesome whenever you have a win, right? Like, this is a win for everyone. She was found after so many months. After a certain point, you start to get like, oh, are they ever going to be found? Like, is it ever going to happen?
Yeah, I was getting really nervous, so I'm not going to lie. Like,
it's just crazy that this all happened, like, right whenever we were both trying to push her case again. Do you know what I mean?
That was funny.
I know. I thought about that too. Oh, Ron Rusty.
Yeah, Unique Trauma Obsessed. Details don't matter to me as long as she is home safe and happy. You're happy she's okay. I agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree with that.
I'm just glad she's home, and everything else doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. The only important thing is that she's home with her parents, and she's safe.
Yeah.
Maisie's going to be so happy to see her.
Brenda said that my phone is steady going off. She's eating right now, and she's going to put on some makeup.
Okay.
So
Well,
I'm
hopefully
trying
we can post it to the community tabs and to the Facebook, if nothing else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they
Right.
are home then if she's eating.
Well, they probably stopped somewhere. They're not home yet
Oh, yeah, that's true. Hmm.
because it's
It's a little bit. Yeah.
yeah.
Too funny.
So
I don't
awesome.
know who this.
Will you send Brenda our love and Kaylee and let them
Yes.
know like how excited we are for them, and I'm going to keep praying for them for healing, right? This is going to be a process. Thank you so much for coming on and talking about this. And
Well, thank you for having me. I wanted us to do one first. That way
Mhm.
we could put the truth out there before speculation starts.
Right,
Yes.
right.
And
Well,
that
I mean,
was my
honestly,
goal.
what are they going to speculate about? Because there's no
Well,
information.
I
You
mean,
can't really.
they'll come up with something to say.
Yeah.
Everybody
true.
always does, even if there's nothing to say, they'll still come up with something to say.
True. That's the horrible thing about some in the community. No matter what, they're going to speculate
Yeah.
with the tiniest bit of information.
Yep, that's so true. It don't take much.
Well, I heard she was abducted by aliens, so.
Right.
Aliens.
Aliens maybe not her.
And her parents are aliens and they come from a planet.
Maybe.
They've had
Cray
her
Cray,
hit
she
on,
is on her way home right
they've
now
had her
as
they've
we
had her
speak.
hit on Mars for the last 5 months.
Mars. She was found safe the other day, and a process had to happen, and police still do not want any details released about what happened and what's going on. But she is on her way home with Brenda and Danny as we speak. So we are now allowed to tell the world, shout from the rooftops. So she is safe.
It still is shocking. I'm sure Brenda and Danny are shocked too. Like, wow.
Oh my
she's
gosh,
home.
yeah.
Like, oh, just. Oh.
I agree. It would be so much to take in. Absolutely
Yeah.
so much to take in. And like I said, just being together again, right? It would be so hard to like not just want to hug each other and like be together and just even settling back into the normality of regular life going
It's
forward
going
will
to be a
be
lot of
different.
adjusting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, happy, shocked. Exactly.
And now we just need to find Sarah McPike.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's my next goal.
Yeah, I made a little short video about her. Just there's not too much information out about her yet.
Yeah, I still can't get in touch with parents. I know mom just got out of the hospital. I don't know what for.
Yeah.
But she's not ready for interviews or to speak with anybody or anything really.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really, as far as I don't really know what to do with her. I've had some flyers printed up and I'm going to try to get those out. But other than that, I've got people looking at the skate park where she frequently stays. I've got a mom that goes out there every day and she's been texting me every day whether or not she sees her or not. So, and she was spotted there 4 or 5 days ago. So hopefully soon we'll know something about her.
Yeah, Haley Cummings also. That's another one. Yes, you can't imagine how emotional they are, given how emotional you are. I get it. Like, honestly, and I feel like Jingles was such a nice surprise considering, the other cases that I've been covering the last couple of days. Ashley Bush, how horrendous that was. And, Jingles reached out to me to let me know shortly after my live stream about that and all that all the details and stuff like that. And it was kind of like, oh, thank God, good news. And so it was very, very much needed, a very, very much needed win for our community.
Yes, very much.
I got scared at first, and then she's like, "No, she's found." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, good."
Well, yeah, no, she was like, Kaylee's found. And I was like, yay. And then I was like, wait, like alive? You know what I
Right.
like? It just because I was like, oh my God, because they had just done that dog search and like all of the other things that had just happened recently. And so whenever you first said it, I was like, wait a second, like, is this one of those traps? Do you know what I mean? Like where it's bad, actually?
Imagine being woke up at 1 a.m.
Right? Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like, I answered the phone and I'm just like, I thought I was still sleeping. And I actually thought, it was almost like it was a dream to start with. And I'm just like, are you serious? And she's alive? And where? And oh my God, what? And she's like, I can tell you everything I know, but it's going to make your head spin even more. And the more I tell you, the more questions you're going to have.
Right.
But
yeah, that's
definitely but in
true.
actuality, we don't know much more than y'all know.
Right.
We just don't know that much. And you would think we would because we have her, but we still don't know.
Hey, look, Seal just said, I bet Twitter's busy. I haven't signed on the Twitter in like a week.
I hadn't either.
Let me go in.
Oh, I've been avoiding Twitter.
Oh, no.
And
Brianna,
Twitter's...
I totally just now seen your message that you sent me like a week ago. So I apologize for that. I literally haven't signed on.
And Twitter's where they started getting bullied so bad.
Right. Hey, Scott H, thanks for sharing the live.
I watched Scott H a couple times.
I watch Scott H. I usually lurk in Scott H though, because whenever I go in there, whenever I go in anywhere, I should say actually, whenever I go in anywhere and I'm busy and I talk, then everybody like tags me and says hello and stuff like that. And that's great. I love you guys all and I want to say hello too. But at the same time, I feel awful whenever I look away from the chat and don't see somebody saying hello. And then I like, don't notice. Do you know what I mean? Because like I'll click in and I'll type something and then I will like put my screen down and I'll not be looking. Do you know what I mean? But I'm still listening, but I don't necessarily respond. And then I'll go to put my chat back up so I can type something else in response to what the creator says. And it'll be like, I'll see like little oranges where people have tagged me and I'm like, dang it, I'm such a jerk. Like I just completely ignored those people. And so I try not to chat unless I can like actively look at the chats.
Yeah. I'm a lurker too, so it's okay.
Yeah. BC knows. She's laughing. Amber and Jamie Waterman were taken into federal custody this morning, speaking of Ashley. Yeah, I hope so. Freaking monsters. I need to do an update on their case too. All the details that are coming out are just awful.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad this case came out amazing and Kaylee's home.
Yes.
Safe and with her family where she should be, and they're all giving hugs and hanging out tonight. It's going to be an adjustment.
Can I go read the mini book?
Yep, absolutely. All right, guys. So that's basically it, though. I mean, she's home safe. Not much else I can really tell you. And I'm not seeing... Twitter looks pretty normal. Just everybody celebrating same way we are. Just celebrating that she's home safe. And since she's going to put on makeup before I can show you a picture, I'll put it on the community tab. How does that sound?
I'll probably be sharing it.
Yes. I'll share with y'all as soon as I get it.
All right.
Yep. Sounds good.
Thank
Need
you.
a party for a welcome home.
Story up. Yeah.
Thank
It's
you guys.
Simple
Thank you,
Marwa.
Jingles.
Her story out.
Bye,
y'all.
everyone.
Bye.